Welcome back to Overhead Athletics. I'm Max Wardell. I'm actually joined by Brandon today. Brandon, 15-year-old pitcher, throws mid-80s, very tall, obviously has long levers. And what we've been working on is getting him to lift in a little more internal rotation. So get set for me. What we've seen him do is bring the ball out into external rotation with a low elbow. So we're actually trying to get him to lift into the opposite manner and get his elbow up in the throw so he doesn't expose his elbow to stress as early in the acceleration phase. So we've been working on some techniques where we're having him pull with the elbow up. We've been having him come from elbow down here. We've been doing some different things like that. What we're going to have him do is get set here with the ball down here. And I want to show you guys some rhythmic initiation and replication techniques that we can begin to utilize to get the athlete to lift in the way we want. So it's all about recruiting motor units in a specific way. This is something we do early on to get an athlete to actually move in the way we want them to move. And once we actually have altered their movement, from there it's actually teaching them to continue to do that. So this isn't something advanced that we do 2 years down the road or 6 months into this process. This is his sixth time with us, so we're about the 5-week mark, and we're trying to get him into a little bit more internal rotation as he lifts the ball. So we have a few ways to do that. So we're actually going to do a rhythmic initiation technique where I'm going to passively move him. So this is the motion. Now you're going to do it with me, so now it's active assisted. Now he's going to do it on his own. I want to see that movement. I might cue it a little bit, and now he's got to do it resisted. So go up, come on, up, 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 up. So now I'm reinforcing that pattern, and now he's got to go as he throws and lift in that same manner. Go. So you actually see he does that pretty well there. So he actually lifts into that internally rotated position. So let's do that again. And I'll give 3-4 reps in a technique such as this. So it's here, right there. Do it with me. Do it on your own. Now do it against me. Come on, pull that elbow to the sky. Elbow to the sky. So now he's getting some potentiation of that pattern. Go. Recruiting motor units in that direction of internal rotation as he goes up into abduction. So a very effective technique. I might give that a few reps. And then the next one is replication. And actually, when he gets better at that, I might just say, okay, get set. Let me just see you go from right here. Let's go from right here. Let me just see you bring that elbow up a few times. Practice, and then just have him go. So now he doesn't need that active assisted part. He might not need that resisted part. So give me a couple reps and then do it. And then throw. So now we've kind of branched out. He does not necessarily need that active assisted part or even that resisted part once he's got the active range of motion part. Now we can actually do replication. So a little bit easier. Get set. Get set, get set. I'll give him a resisted on the way up and have him go. So go up resisted for a couple reps. And then I'll have him actually start here. Okay, hold lightly. And then I'll pull him eccentrically down. So a little different variation of replication than they typically use in PNF. Seems to work pretty well, and now you're going to go up right there. Go. We're just trying to recruit motor units. We're trying to get an athlete to feel that position to get them to replicate the throw in the way we want them to replicate it, and then from there it's all reinforcement. So now let's go from the glove and let's use that same pattern. Okay, now I want you to do it without thinking about it, so just step and throw. Okay. No balk this time. So we see more of that internal rotation now. Let's go from a full stretch with the leg up and go. And you'll see carryover just to here. Good. So as opposed to taking it immediately into external rotation, he takes it a little more internal rotation, gets his elbow to the right height, and that would be some of our PNF neuromuscular facilitation techniques that we can utilize to actually alter the way that an athlete throws initially. Once we've done this, now he can replicate a throw like this a few times in a row. We have to use other strategies to continue to enhance and reinforce this.